Welcome to Taiji's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare frozen edamame properly. For those who don't know what edamame is, they look like this. They're exactly the same vegetable as the soybeans, but they're premature soybeans. They're harvested before it's ripe, when it's still green. And the season for this is mid-summer to late summer. You would probably never find this fresh outside Japan. And also in Japan, outside of this season, you wouldn't find this fresh either. So you have to go buy the frozen edamame. So when you have a frozen edamame, you never want to boil this. So when it's frozen, it's already boiled. And when you boil it again, one, it'll be overcooked. And two, it'll lose a lot of the flavor, it'll lose a lot of the nutrients and lose all the goodness in the water. So what you want to do is you want to slowly defrost this. And ideally in a fridge so that the cells don't break and lose all the juice. So if you have time, you want to defrost this in the fridge, but if you don't have time, you can of course defrost this in a room temperature, or if you're really in a hurry, you can defrost also in the microwave, but never in a boiling water. That's pretty much the way you want to prepare edamame. Then, see you next time. No, I'm not gonna do that. Today I'm going to show you two arranged variation on how you can kind of mix up the flavor of the edamame. One, I'm gonna make a spicy version, and two, frying or roasting it to give it a little more like a smoky flavor to it. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for arranged recipe of spicy edamame. So I have regular edamame here, and it's got a little bit of frost bites, but it's not that big of a problem because it's only on the pot and you only eat the inside. And for the spicy recipe, I'm gonna use a couple cloves of garlic, little sesame seeds, sesame oil, sugar, soy sauce, and salt we're gonna use for the regular recipe. And today I'm going to do a little bit of experiment and boil some of these and to see if it's going to make any difference, because I always defrost this outside or in the fridge and I never actually try that. So this I'm going to boil in water, and the rest I'm going to let it defrost in the fridge. So it's going to take a little while. Let's go to 3 hours later. So this has been defrosted in room temperature for 4 hours now, and I'm going to break this up into 3 parts. So one, I'm just gonna eat it regularly with salt. One, I'm gonna make it spicy, and the other one, I'm gonna roast it on a frying pan. So first I'm gonna prepare the garlic. I'm going to take the bottom part off. And then if you can peel it yourself, then it's great. If not, then just gonna give it a little easy smash. Peels off very easily. So you can chop up the garlic as you normally would, but I'm very lazy, so I'm gonna use whatever this is called, like a garlic masher. So just like that, because you just need a very small pieces. I'm gonna start roasting first because it's gonna take a longer time. I'm gonna turn the heat to medium, and then here just gonna put in the edamame beans. I'm just gonna give it a little salt first, and then we're just gonna roast it like this. Then in here I'm gonna make the spicy edamame. So I'm gonna turn the heat to medium also, and then put in a little of sesame oil. If you don't have sesame oil, then you can just use the regular frying oil. And then to that, I'm gonna add in the garlic. Oh, it was a bit too early. And then here, once you start hearing the sizzling sound, you might wanna kinda mix it up like this. And then roast it like this slowly. And then, as we were talking, this is getting ready. So this is good. And then here, I'm gonna put in the edamame right in. And then just kind of mix it up like this. And then here I'm going to put in about a half a tablespoon of sugar. And to this about a half to 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. And at the very end, I'm gonna put in the chili pepper. I think I forgot to put this in the ingredients, but of course, if you don't like it spicy, then you can skip this as well. So just a tiny bit, depending on how much spicy you want it. So I'm gonna, oh, that's looking really good. So this is finished. Just gonna wait a little bit more to roast the edamame. So I forgot about the experiment that I was gonna do. I'm gonna bring this water to boil, and this I saved up on the side and left it on the freezer so we can do the experiment. Let's do that now. So this is boiling. I'm gonna put in the frozen edamame in here. So I saw in some other YouTube video that they said that you should wait until the bean pods are floating on the surface. So we're gonna wait until that. In the meantime, the roasted edamame is looking really great. I'm gonna turn the heat off and then put it on a plate. It's looking great as well. So you see that the pods are floating on the surface. I think it's ready. I'm gonna turn the heat off. I'm gonna take that out. And get rid of the salt. So we got 3 different kinds. Let's eat. Okay, let's eat. Itadakimasu! So I have here a different variation of edamame recipe, and with this I have to have a beer for those who want to go to Japan. And when you get there, please go to izakaya. So izakaya is a type of restaurant. It's kind of like a bar maybe, but they serve a lot of different food and a lot of food that matches alcohol, especially beer. In Japan we drink a lot of beer, and the first thing what most people order when they get to izakaya, so beer, and along with it, edamame. So the combination of edamame with beer is just great. So if you haven't tried that, please try it. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, let's try different edamame recipes. So I have here 4 recipes. One, I have edamame defrosted in the room temperature. Here, the edamame that I boiled in hot water. And then here, spicy edamame, and here, roasted edamame. I'm gonna try with the regular edamame. Oh, good. So good. It's good. So this is not like super cold, but it's room temperature. So if you like it warm, then you can also put this in a microwave. So I have here edamame boiled in water. It's not bad, but not bad actually. So when I was in Japan, I was told never to boil the frozen edamame. And that's how most of the izakaya serve their edamame when it's not in season. But not bad, but I recommend this version better. Yeah, definitely. The flavor is a little more stronger, just a tiny bit. So then let's try the roasted edamame. So it's got smoky flavor to it. So if you open inside, it's not like really roasted. A little bit on the side. But I think because the pods are getting roasted, it adds like a smoky flavor to it. It's also good. So I think the smoky flavor of this brings out the sweetness of edamame. Really great stuff. And lastly, the spicy edamame. Oh, yeah, the garlic. So edamame itself doesn't have a very strong flavor, but this garlic gives a great punch to it. It's great. Oh, this is great. So, gotta have beer with edamame. Oh, just delicious. So, like I said, combination of edamame with beer is just phenomenal. So as you can see, I'm eating with my hands. I don't think I've ever seen people eat edamame with a chopstick. You just kind of have to push it out like this and then eat. Except for the spicy edamame, the rest is pretty much just salt, so you don't get your fingers that dirty. Really good. ごちそうさまでした. Oh, that was really good. So edamame doesn't have like really strong flavor, but it's very subtle and it's very fine sweetness to it. And times like these where we have to stay home longer, I think cooking is a great hobby. So I hope my videos will help you to open up to some new ideas. If you like what you saw, please subscribe and I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye!